Welcome back, everyone, to Project Blueprint. I'm your guide, Jared Kilpack with New Peak Homes. Today, we're going to take a look at our design process and how we come up with a new floor plan. This will allow us to better understand each other as we begin coming up with the new floor plan that we are calling the Black Mountain. Also, we have some great gift giveaways for anyone that signs up and participates in the survey that is in the link in the description below. We have 4 custom Yeti mugs that we'll mail out to the winners a week from now. We also will send out to anyone that signs up to participate a PDF document that we provide to our clients before we begin a new design for them. So please help us out by taking the time to sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, the design process for a new home is simple. It typically follows a 3-step process. The first step is the program phase. The second step is the schematic design phase, followed by the design development phase that leads us to a finalized set of plans and specifications ready for construction. We believe at New Peak that the best memories are made at home and that a well-built home elevates life. This starts with a good design that fits the needs of your family. Project Blueprint is our commitment to designing and building better homes to meet your needs. All right, so the first step in creating a new floor plan starts with the program phase. For me, when I think of the program, I think of a written set of instructions for the new home. In other words, the program tells us a story. It's where we take the time to put on paper everything we've been thinking about in the new home. It includes needs and wants. Common things we need to include at a minimum are things like how many bedrooms and baths, how many square feet the home needs to be, along with a budget. But it also answers a lot of other questions like how we plan on using the home and what type and style of home we want. If we already have a lot picked out, we will need to consider the opportunities and constraints that presents on the design. Also, as convenient as it is today, I like to put together a picture portfolio with annotations. In fact, if you'd like to share some photos with us, please do so by sending me an email at projectblueprint@newpeakcc.com. If you haven't yet, please take the time to sign up with the link in the description. We need to get your opinion on what you want in a home. All right, moving on to the schematic design phase. This is where we start to turn words into something visual. It's where the concepts start to take shape in physical form on a piece of paper. It often is informed with an adjacency matrix that leads to a bubble diagram. I personally like to use bubble diagrams because it helps me understand visually the flow and connectivity between spaces. We will want to make sure that the type of home is reflected in the design and layout. Physical models are fun and awesome as well. Lastly, we do need to keep in mind and/or take advantage of site conditions where we can. Once we start to feel comfortable with the concept, diagrams, and drawings that have been developed from the schematic design phase, we begin to transition to the design development phase. This is where we get into the details and try to really optimize the design. We will have a working set of drawings by this point that just need to be finalized. We're not so much messing with concepts and programs anymore, but rather we're trying to get the smaller details right. This part of the process can take as many small revisions as needed. We often need to be careful though, because revisions can become endless and they don't necessarily lead to a better design, but rather just a different design. On the other hand, we want to make sure that everyone is happy with the blueprints before we begin construction. Changes can still happen in the field, but those changes often slow down construction and have a greater cost impact than they would if we got them captured in the blueprints from the beginning. Nevertheless, we hope you found this video informative so that you don't miss the next video where we take a deep dive into the design program phase for this build. Please subscribe to the channel now. Till next time, happy home hunting, and let's get back to work.